It's the glasses. Let's put the shades on. Why am I nervous? I'm about to do my own podcast for the 108th time. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, human beings of all ages, welcome to Vibrations with Vito. I am your host, Vito. Episode 108 has been a little bit from 107 to 108, but I don't really care. Here we are. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you for being here. Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. You deserved it. I hope you felt thankful. You know, that's what you're supposed to feel on Thanksgiving. Thankful. I want to say I think turkey overrated. Too much for an ugly bird. You know, it is just too much. Like 16, 20-pound turkeys, and you barely eat it. You know, well, in my family, let me say that no one likes turkey in my family. I feel like except for Phyllis, and I'd rather have chicken or steak or something. You know, that's how I feel. Yeah, damn. I was saving that for a little bit into the episode, but we're already here. The message of the week. Let me get to the message of the week. Worry about things that you can control. It's very cliche to say. That was a tongue twister. It's very cliche to say, but you don't really appreciate that saying until you're in it, you know, and you're worrying about things you can't control, and now you're stressing out, and you're freaking out, and you're worrying extra hard. Like, no. If you can't control it, who cares? So, as you can imagine, like I had that going on, and I was worrying about things that are out of my control, and you just got to be patient sometimes, and it's hard to be patient when you're impatient. You know. So worry. Oh damn, that was loud in the mic. Focus on what you can not focus. Don't worry about things you can't control. Damn, I grabbed the wine and I lost my whole train of thought. Shout out to my sister Phyllis and her soon-to-be husband Tom. They Nestle wine. They bought a whole case. It was so good, and I'm using this one for the podcast. So thanks to them. Shout out to them. They're getting married in 15 days, people. 15 days. I picked up my tux today. Let me pour this wine out, please. Put your volume up. Time for the pour. God, she's so pretty. Cheers to Phyllis and Tom. Yeah, it's tasty. I see why they bought a whole case of it. Some people not a fan of red. Me, not that kind of person. I'm a fan of everything. Try this, maybe. Actually, don't, because they don't pay me. Don't even hear. They already said the brand. Whatever. Try it out. It's good. So yeah, picked up my tux for my sister's wedding. Fits perfect, like a glove. 3-piece bow tie. Per Phyllis bow tie. Me, I wanted to wear. I like a knot right here. Feels good. I don't know why I said feels good. I feel good with the knot here. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Bow tie. I haven't worn a bow tie in a very long time. Look, I don't care. I'm going to look great. All the groomsmen are going to look great. The bridesmaids are going to look great. My sister is going to look like an angel straight from the heavens. Tom, love you. Tom's the best. Shout out. I can't wait. 15 days to the wedding. And it is going to be an extravaganza. Hopefully I'm not too drunk and I, remember it. Because I don't really remember Angela's wedding because I was really drunk at her wedding. I remember, like certain parts I don't remember. But I was dancing my rear end off. Anyway, I'm feeling real thankful. Back to Thanksgiving. Hold on. I wasn't done. Thanksgiving. Turkey. Overrated. It's too much preparation for this damn bird. I don't like it. And this is what I wanted to say. This is the point I wanted to drive home. That liquid that you were pouring over top of your turkey and your mashed potatoes, shit, even your stuffing, that liquid is gravy. Gravy. Not sauce, because that shit wasn't red. It was brown. Like gravy is brown. Google gravy. Google gravy. That's what I want to say. Google gravy and tell me what comes up. What color do you see? None of it is going to be red. Sauce is red. It could be orange. It could be pink. It can even be white. It's never brown. You know what I mean? It is brown. Sometimes when you go to an Asian spot, brown sauce, it says with brown sauce. I'm strictly talking about people who call sauce gravy. You had gravy on Thanksgiving. Not on none that's cooking on Sunday, Sunday night. That was sauce. Anywho, I feel good. I'm a little nasally. I think you can tell. And it's kind of good maybe that I'm doing this episode by myself. Miss Dina is not here tonight. Shout out to Dina, I love her. But maybe. I don't think I'm sick per se because I feel great. I'm just a little nasally. This is important to say. If you're just listening, you don't know what I'm wearing. And if you're watching, you're wondering probably why I'm wearing what I'm wearing. I have a Christmas party / just celebratory party for my cousin, Mateo. Shout out to Mateo. He owns Tri-State Kings. Anything you need, call me. I'll plug you. If you need anything, rocks, dirt, shit picked up, he's got big dump trucks. Anything you need, call Tri-State Kings. That gets you right. But this year has been just big for him, and he's doing a nice celebration, and it's formal dressing, formal attire. So me, I'm all in. I got a black turtleneck on, a black pea coat, and these pants are like tan / brown / a little bit of gray in there. And, they're like horizontal and vertical lines. It's nice. Your boy can dress. But yeah, I feel great. I look great. I think I look great. Fresh off a haircut. Shout out to Miguel's Riverside Barbershop. Shout out to Romeo, Miguel, Angelo. Literally best barbershop around. No bullshit. You walk in there, any of the 3 barbers that are there will get you the exact haircut that you want, and you'll leave a happy customer. All 3. Shout out. I just want to say, the feeling I get when I walk out of the barbershop, there's no other feeling like it. I feel like I could take over a small country. Like, if I just walk in and say, like, I'm the ruler here, everybody would just accept that. And now I run this town. Word to Rihanna. The feeling is like no other. A fresh fade? Come on. Stop playing with him, Rome. Stop playing with him. But yeah. It's confidence at an all-time high. Nothing like it. Shout out. I'll take over any fucking little village right now. Just by how I look. I hope that wasn't disrespectful. Yeah. It's the Christmas season. Not gonna lie, I don't feel too jolly. And it's really sad. What's good, though, about it being December is that it's acceptable to watch The Grinch now. With Jim Carrey, of course. To me, best Christmas movie. There's not a close second. I love The Grinch. Not only because I love Jim Carrey and I think it's just a funny movie, but the message is, there's a message in The Grinch. There's a message at the end. So, you get a little bit of everything in that movie. But, yeah, I'm not feeling jolly. I don't know why. Last night, I was watching the one of those houses that does the Christmas lights to the radio. I don't know how common that is, but that shit is wonderful. So that kind of started the Christmas spirit, but not feeling jolly other than that. I wish Santa was real. There's just so much going on in my brain. I think that's when everything started going downhill. When I realized Santa Claus was a lie my whole life. Can I say this? Can I say that? Listen, I'm just glad to be here. There's just random shit that's been going on in my brain, and I'm gonna share them with everyone who's watching and listening. First thing I want to say is I saw a video before I started this podcast today. It was a human being riding a bull, a real bull, and this person got messed up. And I'm scrolling, and I just laughed. I laughed because leave that bull alone. What's that saying they're saying now? Fuck around and find out. You get on top of a bull, don't be surprised when you're unconscious and he's prancing around your fucking motionless corpse. You know what I mean? Finished half that glass just now. So nice. Yeah, I feel strongly about that. I don't feel bad for people to get fucked up when they ride bulls. I don't. Fuck around and find out. And you find out more often than not. They are vicious. They don't have teeth or anything like that to bite you, but dude, they will get you. One stomp, one like wrong movement that they do, your head jerks the wrong way, now you're unconscious. Boom. Oh, no. Another thing. I hate when people give their dogs human names. I think that's an unpopular opinion because a lot of people have dog names like Connor, Ryan, like shit like that. They'll be like, come here, Ryan, come here, Connor, fuck, come here, Dave. Like, that shit is so stupid. It's just so stupid. Like, obviously there's certain names that, like, are people names, but I don't care about them. Like, if Dina was here, she'd be having a fit because, like, Jasper, I don't know if real people are named Jasper. I think of Jasper the Friendly Ghost, but her dog's name was Jasper. That's not a terrible name because it's not, I don't want to associate it with people, you know? But, like, Chris, so shit like that is so stupid. Where it's just like, come here, George. I don't know, like dog names should be like not people names. I feel so strongly about that. I hate when people do that shit. Like, if I get a dog, I might name it Bane. Like if he looks like if it's a big dog. Like a big, mean-looking dog, Bane. I've always thought that in my head. Like, that's a cool, I feel like that's a cool dog name. What else? I don't have dogs. I've never had a pet, so I don't know. What do you name pets? Pringle. Some shit like, I don't know. Come here, pizza. My sister Phyllis always says pistachio, so like, pistachio is how you say it in Italian. So she's like, come here, pistachio. We don't have a dog. We never had a dog. But hypothetically, that's what she wants to name the dog, I guess. No, I don't know. That's not my forte, dog names, because I've never had a dog. But I feel so strongly about that. Stop naming your dogs people names. I don't want to ever see someone with a dog and they're calling it and it's, come here, Vito. Come here, Vito. Too much. I don't like it. I don't like any of those. Come here, Drew. Come here, Drew. Like, imagine you get a dog and you name it Greg. Like, come on. Come here, Greg. You want to go for a walk? No, I can't do it. Stop doing it, please. For me. It's my birthday month. Do it for me. Stop naming your dogs after people. Come here, Greg. It's funny as shit. Shout out to Greg. Speaking of my birthday, a few days away. I'm not gonna say it here because I don't like telling people my birthday. If you should know, you know. You should know it's a national holiday. My birthday should be a national holiday. That's how I feel. Yeah. I think I'm a pretty special person, and the day that I was brought into this world should be a special day. Shout out to my mother for bringing me into this weird world, and shout out to my father for doing his part of what needed to be done. No, he's the best. Shout out to my dad. Speaking of my dad, what I had for lunch today, 10 out of 10. It was like shell noodle pasta, like it was like mini shells. Pasta with sauce, not gravy, sauce, orange type sauce, and shrimp with the tail, like the bottom cut off, so like you don't have to fight and wrestle with the shrimp. You can just eat it, and that's how there's nothing more that I hate when I order something with shrimp, and I can't eat the whole thing because like that outer shell tail, like the end of the tail is still on, and you have to like tug on the fucking shrimp to eat. I'm sorry I cursed. I felt like that was a nice message until I said the F word. My apology. Apologies, plural. That bothers me when the end is still on. But so my dad, the saint that he is, Santo Vincenzo, he did that. He cut that off for me. What a good guy. And the dish was phenomenal. That's what I had for lunch. You know? Shout out. And hold on. Shout out to the Vito's Pizza, the best pizza shop in Trenton. My apologies again to everyone who has a pizza shop in Trenton that we know. But I'm biased. So, shout out to Vito's Pizza, the best of the best. 609-393-2155. Let that disappear above my head. And the phone number is 609. I just did that. My bad. The address is 124 Tremont Street, Trenton, New Jersey, 08116, I think. Nope, that's not it. Is it? 08611. That's it. 08611. I hope. But shout out to my dad. And while we're at it, shout out to my Zio, my uncle in Brooklyn, New York. Permanent sponsor of the show. That keyword permanent there. Lo Duca Pizza, the best pizza shop in New York. I don't want to hear a second. 718-859-1501. I'll wait till that disappears above my head. And the address for there, Lo Duca Pizza, 14 Newkirk Plaza, Brooklyn, New York, 11226. That shit is ingrained in my brain. Shout out to Zio Pino, shout out to Zia Enza, shout out to Vito, shout out to Salvatore, shout out to Alessandro, shout out to Daniele, shout out to Francesco, shout out to Matteo. Good gracious. I love you all. Forza Inter. I'm not going to take too much of your time. I want to say I appreciate everyone who is here. Tell your friends. Tell them to subscribe to the YouTube. It will mean a lot. Tell them to tune in on Spotify. Tell them where to find me. Tell them that you got a podcast that you like. Tell your friends. Tell your barber. Tell your Aunt Sally. Tell everybody. Tell anybody. You got a podcast that you like. Tell him. He's a good guy who gives his hot takes. And they're not even hot takes. These aren't hot takes. I'm just trying to make you laugh. That's what I'm trying to do. I want to make you laugh and put a smile on your face. Is that... Should I go to jail for that? I'm sorry, I got real loud. I got real animated right there. But that shit, it could be so easy. You just tell somebody, I got a podcast that I like. You know? I got a podcast that I like. Vibrations with Vito. I can't even put my headphones on right. Vibrations with Vito. That's me. Tell him. He's a good guy. And he's got a good show. And he's got a good heart and a good show. Hit the subscribe button. Fuck, let me finish this. Hold on. Woo! One more. 3 glasses. Shout out to Phyllis and Tom. I want it on this side. Yeah. Anyway, what was I gonna say? What was the? Oh. Okay. All right. I was gonna lead into a quick story time. So this is to tell them to subscribe. Tell the people to subscribe. Quick little shout out. Shout out to Drew, former guest on the show. Shout out to Drew, my man. Just needed to do that, my man. Quick story time. So I'm going to work this particular Friday. This is the Friday before Black Friday. I'm going to work. It's about 7:35. About 6-7 minutes away from work. I'm about to be there. I'm driving by a school. Okay? I don't know if you know, but when you're driving by a school during like school hours, it's like 15 miles per hour. The thing blinks. I'm driving 15 miles per hour. This lady behind me in a bright red Charger is going 55 before she gets behind me. And I'm watching her like she's speed racing. I'm like, it's 15. So I'm going 15. She races up behind me and she's riding my ass from passing the school or before the school to all the way down the street where the light's at. I'm still, so like once we get out of the 15, I'm like, I'm not going to go much faster. So I go from 15 to maybe now I'm driving like 19. I'm driving 19 into 25. She's on my ass even more than she was. So now I'm being a jerk. But she was driving ridiculously fast. So we go real slow to the light. We're at the light. And I look in the rear view and she's got her hands in the air. Hold on, let me paint the picture. White lady, blonde hair. Oh, I almost just cursed and called her something out of her name. No, I don't know her, but she looked like a Karen. Let's call her Karen. Let's say she's Karen. But she probably smokes cigarettes and she yells at the TV. This is what I'm picturing. So she's making a scene in her car. She's like, blah, blah, blah. My windows are very dark in my car. And on this particular day, it was cloudy. So my windows are extra dark. There's no sun, So I'm like, I'm going to fuck with her. I roll the window down and I'm looking at her through the side mirror. So if she looks at the side mirror, she can see me. So we make eye contact through my side mirror. And she's like, you're a fucking asshole. And I go, how? I said, speed limit's 25. Mind you, I was going 19. And I'm like, speed limit's 25. She goes, I'm calling the fucking cops. And now I'm like, what is she going to call the cops to say? I was trying to speed and the car in front of me wouldn't let me? What is she going to say? So I say, call the cops. I say it twice. She's ranting. I don't remember what she said after that, but I said, and I quote, you're crazy. Crazy. Just like that. Rolled the window up. Light turned green. I made the right turn. I skedaddled out of there. She went straight. I made a right. And that was 7:35-ish. Let's call it 7:37. And that was before a Friday at work. So the message there is road rage is crazy. And it doesn't matter what time of the day. 7:30 a.m., 7:30 p.m., people are ready to lose their minds at the slightest inconvenience. This lady was going like 55 miles per hour in a school zone before she got behind me. I was in front. Unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. And I just laughed. After I made the turn and she didn't turn with me, I laughed because she's like, I'm calling the cops. What are you going to say? What are you going to say? I wanted to go 55 and the car in front of me was only letting me go 15. Fun fact, that same day, after that story with the charger that was right at my ass, there was a patient at my job who has a radio show. And she always says that I have a voice for radio, blah, 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 and then pretends like she doesn't have a radio show and can, like, put me on, you know? So, like, I always let it be known. I'm like, put me on. Put me on, okay? So, she came in that day for follow-up. She's cool. She's great. Can't, say too much. HIPAA. But she's a great lady. She likes me. I like her. She's got a voice and she can talk. She's got the gift of gab like I do. But she's been given the gab, her whole life. She's had the show for like 40 years. She's on the radio. I'm like, just give me the opportunity. That's all I need, And also just like that's such a bucket list thing. I would love for my voice to be on the radio. Podcasts, you see me, you hear me. It's different. Like, you have to tune in. The difference between radio and podcast, we were talking about that. I actually asked her if she would come on here. She said nobody wants to see her, blah, 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 blah. Then she says she's an old lady. She's like, nobody wants, whatever. I would love for her to be on here, but I would love to be on her show. I would love to, like, go to a studio, put on the headphones, and I'm talking on the radio. That's a dream of mine, okay? So, Miss Pat, you can you can change that. So let's do that. Let's do that. I remind her all the time. So folks, keep the fingers crossed. Maybe one day I'll be on her show. Hopefully soon. I would love to do that. I have so much to say, so much positivity to spread. I think the world needs to hear me. That's how I feel. I think the people that know me, they're blessed because they know me. I say that humbly. I think I'm starting to realize I'm the shit, and I'm appreciative to be here. Every day is a blessing, stuff like that. But you gotta understand who you are, what you bring to people and bring to the world. I'm starting to understand that I'm the shit, So I'm a blessing to everybody who knows me. Anyway, Miss Pat, put me on the radio, please, and thank you. She doesn't understand drinking wine for leisure, but I think all my guests that I've had can attest to this. It makes it easier because a lot of people get nervous when they come here, and this right here helps take away the jitters. That's all. Me, I don't usually get nervous. I just lied to you. Terrible liar. See that? I get nervous every time I do this, but like when I have a guest and I start like actually talking and I say, "Ladies and gentlemen, boys." That's when it all starts to go away. But actually, when it actually goes away is when I do the message of the week. When I give you the message of the week, I feel like my job was done for the episode. And everything else, I'm just being me and I'm trying to have fun. But the message of the week is what I'm focusing on. I want to give you something to take away from listening to me. That's why I start with it. But Miss Pat doesn't understand what the wine's for. So if she comes on this show, we won't have to drink wine. Or I'll drink the wine. She can drink water. Or we could drink water, or we could just talk, whatever she wants to do. I'm down. But so keep the fingers crossed and keep me in your prayers is what I was gonna say. Listen. There's not much to say. There's not much else to say. I just want you guys to have a good week, and girls, and everybody else in between. I don't, whatever. I want everyone to have a good time. Enjoy the holiday season, Christmas season. It's December. The most special day of the year is approaching. December 15th. So go out, celebrate. Tell me you love me. Anyway, shout out to Mateo one time doing the damn thing. Tri-State Kings. That's why I'm all dressed up. If you're just tuning in just now for some reason, the last few seconds of the show, that's why I'm dressed like this. Holiday party / celebratory party. My man. Shout out to Mateo. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm proud of you. That's what I want to say. Not appreciate you. I mean, I appreciate you. I'm burping like crazy. Silent burps, though, because I usually like, I'm working on it. But, yeah, I'm appreciative of you, Mateo, but I'm proud of you. That's what I wanted to say. I love you. everyone have a great week. I appreciate you tuning in. I'm going to finish this glass. This is kind of hefty, but I'm still going to do it. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. Have a great week. Go Birds. Forza Inter. Haven't gave an update about Inter in a while. We're currently third in the league. We have a game in hand because our game against Fiorentina got canceled. Not canceled, suspended because one of the players, unfortunately, had a cardiac arrest. So they canceled, not for Inter, for Fiorentina. They canceled the game. And they're going to replay that game at a certain point, starting from that minute. It was like minute 19 or something like that. But it was crazy. He's okay, I should say that. He's made a total recovery. He needs to put one of them defibrillators permanently in his chest or something. Yeah, not good. But we're in third place. We are second place in all of the Champions League. We are on a tear. They did a ranking of the top 100 teams, and it's based off of the last 5 years, and Inter is ranked number 1. That's a fact. You can check that. We're on a roll. We have a lot to accomplish, a lot to do, and we're in line to do it all. I think we can win the league. I think we can win the Champions League, believe it or not, and we can always win the Coppa Italia. So let's do the damn thing. Forza Inter. We won yesterday 3-1. The one goal that they scored was an own goal from us. So technically, we scored 4. But Forza Inter. That's it. That's all what's important. Forza Inter and my family and my friends and everyone who supports the show. That's it. Very simple. I'm a very simple man. A simple man. I mean, I need a simple life. I mean, simple life. I don't need much to be all right. Or DMX. Anyway. Ciao for now.